Okay, so hello, for those of you that don't know me or are new to my channel. My name is Brandy. I am 22. I have a 2-year-old. I'm not gonna say 1-year-old. So I recently asked you guys what you guys wanted me to make a video on. A lot of you said you guys wanted to know what has been going on for the past 2 years in my life. Well, to begin with, um, I got pregnant in 2016. No, yeah, 2016. I had my daughter December 28th of 2016, whatever. A lot of questions, or a lot of people ask me, like, are you with her dad? The answer is no, we are not together. We didn't work out for X amount of reasons, we just, it was back and forth arguing. So we broke up when I had my daughter. He doesn't see her at all, and I'm not like that crazy baby mama, like, you can't see my kid, but I am that crazy baby mama, because if you're not doing anything good for my daughter, I don't want you around her. So that's how, like, all of that began. After me and my daughter's dad broke up, I got into a relationship with somebody else. I'm not gonna say no names because we're just gonna keep all of that to a minimum. Excuse me if I get emotional throughout this video or I stay quiet, because yeah, it's been a lot. So I got into a relationship with my ex, my recent ex. And it was just really hard. We went through a lot. And things got really serious really fast. We ended up moving out together. We got an apartment and we were living together. And like, at the beginning, things seemed really good. He had a kid. He has a little boy around the same age as my daughter. And things just started to fall apart. I didn't know. I was never in a serious relationship prior to him. My daughter's dad was kind of like, we're together, we hooked up, tried to make things work. I got pregnant and we never worked out, like, so it wasn't very serious with my daughter's dad. Before my daughter's dad, I liked to go out, I liked my own space, I liked to be able to do whatever I wanted. So I never cared to, like, have somebody there always like, I don't want you to do this, or like, I want to go with you here. So my ex, I had tried to explain to him, like, I'm not really affectionate, for those of you that feel me, like, I'm not a big affectionate person. The way I grew up, the way my parents raised me, yeah, it was just traumatic, let's just say. So we ended up getting an apartment together. A lot of things happened. The beginning of 2018, I believe, we the beginning of 2018 was really hard. I lost my aunt, and me and him started having problems, here and there. But things got ugly. My aunt died. Things got even uglier. So I ended up moving back to my mom's house, and I was like depressed and super sad, super like, didn't want to do anything. I ended up losing the job that I had, and all due to, like, like, me leaving my apartment, and it was just really, really hard. Yeah. um like I was saying, those of you that have followed me, those of you that do know me and have followed me for a while, or like, even friends, whatever, know that me and my mom don't have a really great relationship, never have. So moving back home was really hard for me. Like, I didn't want to come back. I was really, sad, depressed. In the mix of all of that, a couple of weeks after moving back home, no, not even a couple weeks, I want to say like a week maybe, I moved back or whatever, and again, we were still really, like, me and my ex, we were just arguing, and it was just really bad. We broke up, and because of how depressed and, like, sad and stressed I got, like, I felt like I just, like, my world was over. Like, it was just so bad because of the way we ended. Like, on the terms we ended was just, yeah, like, we were just fighting like cats and dogs. And I ended up finding out, like, went to the doctors because I was feeling really sick. I was pregnant, of course, and that was, like, my biggest fear. I was like, no, like, there's no way. And literally, like, a couple days after finding out, you know, I had a miscarriage, and all of that happened, and I got even more sad, mind you guys. My aunt had just died, you know, me and him broke up, I moved back to my mom's house, and then for that to happen, like, it was just a whole, like, a lot weighing down on me. Mind you guys, I still had to provide for my 2-year-old. I still had to, you know, like, wake up every day and feed her and change her and, you know, like, keep her entertained throughout the day, and it was just the hardest thing to do for me, because with all of that going on, I still had to have, you know, like, it's okay, like, you know, mommy's okay, because, you know, your kids feel it and your kids see everything, guys. And it's, you know, for those of you that do have kids, like, as hard as it is, like, go cry in the shower. Go cry in the shower, let it all out, and come back to your kid and be grateful that you have your little one, you know, like, cry in the restroom when you're taking a poop or something, you know, like, don't do it in front of your kids, though. Like, that's one thing I regret doing, is crying in front of my daughter. And, you know, like, she's very obviously attached to me because it's only me. You know, my mom helps me, but, you know, like, for the most part, it's literally just me. She's all I have, and I'm all she has, you know, like, she has her grandparents, but, you know, like, parent-wise, it's just me. Like, I I lost myself, and it was probably 2018 was probably the most terrible year, like, hardest year I ever had to go through. And I'm grateful that it's over. I'm grateful that I am where I am now, and the people that I know now, you know, like, they're just all good vibes everywhere, and just, you know, like, love. And that's really all you need, is to surround yourself with people that want better for you and love you and want to see you do good, instead of people that envy you and people that, you know, hang out with you just because they want to see what you're doing or what your next move is, and then they're sitting there, you know, wishing bad on you, like, oh, I hope she doesn't get that done, or I hope this, or I, you know, like, whatever the case is. So, in the mix of losing myself, you know, like, um, when I say, like, I was literally devastated with all of the stuff that I had going on, like, it was so hard for me to find it. It was so hard for me to go back to work, to get on a routine, to get on a schedule. You know, like, I started drinking a lot, and I'm like I said, I was drinking a lot, and never irresponsibly. I never had my daughter when I was drinking. So don't, before I get all like, you're a bad mom. No, I'm not a bad mom. Like, my daughter comes first. 25/8. Like, you will never catch me doing something if I have to go pick up my daughter. Like, if I know I have to pick up my kid, I will not drink. I will nothing. Like, no. There was one night in particular where we were at his house, and, you know, it was me, him, and a couple of friends, and of course we were drinking, and you know, like, I just got really emotional because everything was going on, you know, and wow. So yeah, we were drinking, whatever. I got really emotional, and, you know, obviously started crying, whatever. And I just kept asking myself, like, why? Why did he do it? You know, like, why? Why? Like, why? Like, I'm that type of person that, like, I need an explanation. Like, I never got clarification. Like, we never sat down and talked. We never, you know, like, I never got that, like, peace of mind. I forgave him. We tried fixing things for so long, like, it just never got fixed. And there was one day that my best friend was just like, what are you doing? Like, why? You're so pretty, you are so smart and talented in so many ways, and you're sitting here wasting your time allowing him to hurt you over and over, and for what? Like, what are you getting out of it? And that when he told me that, like, it just really, it made me think, like, what am I really doing? You know, like, what am I really doing? I'm grateful that my best friend told me that, because that's when I started to find myself again. And me and my ex, mind you guys, we were still kind of like talking, like, you know, he would do him, and then he would talk to me, and then I would do me, and then, you know, like, it was just back and forth for months like that. And like, dealing with depression and anxiety, it's not easy to get through by yourself. Like, there's so many people that are like, I'm gonna be okay, like, I'm independent, I'm a strong working woman. No, like, I don't care what you tell me, I don't care how independent you are, how strong you might be, because trust me, us women, we really are very strong, but you need that moral support. You need that, those people to help you, to keep your mind busy. Even if you have a hobby, like, when you're not doing your hobby, when you're not at work, what are you doing? Like, you, like, my best friend, like, I literally feel like I will never be able to thank him enough, and he knows that. Like, it was a long year, just because the whole year me and my ex were on and off, not on and off, but like, he would randomly call me like, I love you, I miss you, like, I want to fix things, and it would just be like, I was so stupid, and with everything going on, I would just be like, oh, okay, like, yeah, let's fix things. Once it's done, it's done. It's done. And you have to realize that, you have to remember that, and you have to tell yourself, like, once it's done, it's done. As much as it hurts, it'll be okay, you'll be okay, it's life. You live, you learn, you get hurt, and you're okay. You're, at the end of the day, you will always be okay. Me and my best friend had a talk. He told me, you need to get it together, you need to start working, like, get your life together, Brandy. So it's like, that doesn't sound entirely bad. So I did. I started looking for a job. From there on, like, I would still fall for when my ex would call me and be like, come home, or, like, little things. But I know he never really wanted really to fix things, just because his family didn't really like me, and everything that, like, it was just a lot to just, the things that we went through, like, it wasn't just you brush it under the rug and the next day it's okay. It was a lot more than that. And you know there was a point where, I won't lie, when I was depressed, in the beginning I was sad, and like, I would ask myself, like, what am I even doing here? Like, terrible. I learned a lot. I learned so much from this man, but I also had to go through a lot to learn what I learned. And I will never, and I hope none of you ever settle for what you think you deserve, because what you think you deserve, multiply it by 10, because that's what you really deserve. To be completely honest with you guys, like, if you're aiming for the stars, girl, you gotta go above the stars. Like, aim for whatever is beyond the stars, because that's what you guys deserve, and that's what, like, you will get with time and patience. And trust me, as impatient as I am, and patience is key. Patience, prayer, and a lot of faith. The holidays came around, and like, they were okay because of my daughter, but like, it's nothing like having your family. And I feel like a lot of people take advantage of the fact that they have their family. They take advantage of the fact that, like, they have people that actually care and love them. And some people don't have that, and some people are okay with not having that. But like, personally, after I had my daughter, like, I was just like, I know exactly what I want, I know exactly how I'm gonna get it, and I intend to go for it and do it, and nothing's gonna stop me, nobody's gonna stop me, and I'm gonna do exactly what I gotta do to get there. So after the holidays, I kind of really started, like, thinking, like, there was a lot of people throughout all 2018 that were like, I'm gonna always be your friend, I'm gonna always be there, and blah blah blah, whoop whoop, and so on and so on and so forth. I talked to max 3 people, max, that I truly, 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 like, trust with my life, with my daughter's life. And it's been the same people that I have been trusting for years now, years. And it's just like, all your little friends, like, if you look, if I'm gonna put it simple, if you know what you want, you got a dream, you got goals, don't let none of your little so-called friends tell you you can't do it, or what are you thinking, nothing. Don't let nobody in this world, not even your parents, not your significant other, not nobody, because guess what? If you want something, the only person stopping you is yourself. It's nobody but yourself. I dealt with anxiety, I dealt with depression, and it was the worst years, months of my life. But once you really, like, once you really get out there and you have that like support from the people that really truly care about you, bro, there's nothing in the world that can stop you. There's nothing in the world, I promise you guys. And you know, like, it's not hard. It's just putting your mind to it and really just going for it. Because in the mix of all of that, I used to love doing nails when I was younger. And in the mix of all of that, I started doing my own nails as just a distraction for when I would miss my ex, and I found that it would bring peace to me. I love doing makeup, obviously, you know, like I love it, but not the way it doesn't make me as happy as doing my nails and seeing the transformation. And that's what I started doing. I started doing nails, and now like I'm looking to, you know, like get certified, so that way, you know, like my plans are to open a salon and, you know, like do the whole nine. Like I'm not stopping at just getting my certificate and working for somebody else. Like I'm not. 9 to 5, it's not for your girl. I like my sleep in the morning, so 9 to 5 and it's not for me, trust me. Like I was saying, if you guys ever need anybody to talk to, you know, you guys just feel free. Like honestly, like I said, I know it's not easy, especially for those of you that have kids that, you know, like don't have a big family or don't have family at all. Like it's not easy, and it's not easy losing a family member. It's not easy losing your kid, whether it be to, you know, whatever. It's not easy getting out of a relationship that you felt like that. When you feel like that person is your person, is your human, like it's trust me, it is not easy leaving somebody, but if it's gonna benefit you, sometimes you gotta do it. I'm always very open. If you guys have any questions, I'm more than willing to answer them. Like, I know a lot of you guys are gonna ask, like, well, what did your ex do that you guys broke up? I'm not, maybe in another video I'll talk about it and I'll be more open about it, but as of right now, even though it was a year ago, to me, it feels like, you know, it was yesterday. And I'm just not gonna put it out there like that, because realistically, what happened, and you know, like, I just want you guys, I made this video as to just like update you guys with where I'm at, and you know, like how I am. If you guys would have seen me a year ago, I would probably be sitting here crying my eyes out, drinking a beer, saying how much I hate myself and how much I hate my life. But I'm not there, and I'm grateful that I'm not. So like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I will be vlogging a lot more throughout, like, whatever I'm doing, my days. You know, some makeup tutorials here and there for the ladies that do want to see them. Let me know what you guys would like to see more of, though, because it helps a lot. Like, there's days where I feel like, dang, I'm gonna film, but I have no like inspiration, nothing to really like, what should I film about? But yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see more of, and I hope this video helped some of you.